later, pageant fans. I would like to thank as well, of course, our guests for coming here today. Miss Valentina, Sir Alexander. This is such a special moment for the Philippines. Not only to have our first universal woman, but to be graced by yourselves. My goodness, I'm honored. And of course, being able to question you guys earlier and talk to you, pick your brains, has really given me so much insight on what the competition is about. And it just verified to me how I felt when I was told about Universal Woman, that it is really truly more than a pageant. Truly advocates inclusivity, and of course it's really about making the world a better place in the most genuine way, not just in words, but in actions as well. I'd also like to thank my bench family who supported me. My family from Bantayan Island and my family from Argao. I actually just came from Cebu this morning from another Mega World property in Mactan, New Town. Because Philippines, I've waited for this moment for so long, and just when I thought that the opportunity had passed me, this kind of just arrived. And I thought, who am I to refuse a blessing? I finally have a chance to represent my beloved Philippines. That each part and parcel, every single island has become a part of me. I've learned so much, and I appreciate so much of our country, having been a product of a heritage that is half influenced by our Spanish ancestors, and of course half influenced by natives, Filipino natives. My father, who is in the audience, ladies and gentlemen, comes actually from a long line of fishermen who has taught me so much about nature. The waters in the islands, the waters that divide us are also the waters that connect us. And I hope to talk more about that in my journey as a universal woman, because I've been working very hard with several organizations so that we can truly put the Philippines' best foot forward. So everyone, thank you so much for coming here today, our media friends. I'm so grateful to be here, and I cannot wait to represent the Philippines. Thank you, Rihanna.
Thank you so much, Maria. Let's give her a hand, please. You know, we truly believe that you
Face the world. But the truth is, we don't talk about our identity enough as a people, living in an archipelago, separated and connected by the waters and islands that give us life. So I think that's something you have to look forward to, the story of the Philippines. And I hope that answers your questions.
With regards to what's been happening around us now.
I think that simply continuing to exist is the perfect testament to the values that Universal Woman upholds. As long as there is a pageant that exists and advocates true and genuine inclusivity, and then we can believe that the world is truly a diverse place. This pageant, I did not hesitate at all. I've been asked by people close to me, why did you not ask for my advice when I was offered an appointment? Because I did not hesitate. I have the values that are represented by Universal Woman are the values that I have held close to my heart. And if I have ever hesitated to do anything in life, it is because I did not see those values represented. So the moment I saw what Universal Woman was all about, saw Valentina, there was really no more deliberating to be done. This is what I want to do. I believe this is the path. This is the way to truly empower other women. My entire stint in pageantry is dedicating to pulling other women up. And I do completely agree that we should learn from the mistakes of others and ourselves. I myself am not perfect, and we all know that, right? Exactly. So let's support and even push the boundaries further of what inclusivity can continue to become with Universal Woman. Thank you.
That is your Universal Woman 2024. My last question would be for Mr. Arnold.
What is your mindset right now?
I honestly, it's a mix. I would like to say that there's a saying that goes that everything happens in God's perfect timing. And I believe that that's true. As I was talking with Valentina earlier, we were saying how in our early 20s we felt like we were already adults, right? But oftentimes we manifest too hard and we state who we are, and we say it again and again, and we force the universe to believe when in fact we should be asking, am I ready? Is this the path I should be on? Because the universe gives us signs. We can read it. That is the mindset that I'm in. I'm just in a state of openness and acceptance, open to learn, open to make mistakes, and most importantly, open to breaking the barriers that have existed and come before us. I think that's what a universal woman is all about, and I believe that that's what I now have this moment for. So I hope that I have your trust and your support, Philippines. And of course, of all the gigantics, so that you can lend me your voices and we can speak as loud as we possibly can. We are here. We have a message to say, and we are not looking back. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much and congratulations for you.
I'd love to, I've been dying for one of you to ask me this question. But, so I was actually, my project this year, I was very excited to see Sir Arnold's new vision for Miss World Philippines. And we were actually on a very interesting flight together when he brought it up. And yes, Iloilo, the first leg of Miss World Western Visayas. And it was, what, 5 a.m. in the morning? 5 a.m. in the morning. Before I had left for Christmas, I asked him a question. And I said, no, I'll focus on listening. And then I returned and I congratulated him. Sir, congrats on acquiring a new franchise. I think everybody's so curious. And he said, you should go. I said, but sir, I've moved on. I'm not for pageants anymore. I'm not ready. I don't think it's in my heart to compete in any franchise that exists currently in the Philippines, right? This is what I pray. Of course, I pray. Every time when I pray, I always think to myself, like, I might not have achieved my dreams in pageants, but I hope that someday an opportunity will come along for me to be able to kind of stretch out my limbs and really show what I'm made of and how much I can help the Filipinos, because I've learned so much in my job, in my career. And when Sir Arnold told me about Universal Woman, the first thing I did was search it on Instagram. And I got to know Valentina and the pageant. I got to read all about it and see all of the intro videos of the candidates. And I thought to myself, wow, these women are amazing and I would be honored to even stand among them. We have ladies who've competed in Universal Women who are not only working as models, but have addressed the hunger in their villages by teaching their villages how to farm food directly. And immediately I thought about my community in Batayan Island that I have with Gawad Kalinga for the past, I believe, 10 years, 9? This community, I've been a volunteer since I was a teenager, and it has been so hard to teach people about sustainability and to embrace it, what the habit, the ethic of sustainability is really all about. And lo and behold, after the pandemic, when I had joined Miss World, I contacted one of my point persons in the community, and I asked them, hey, what's happening? Like, are you guys still using all of our equipment? Are you still teaching lessons? We teach for Alexander and Valentina, who I just met today. I had a skills-based caravan that I started with my organization that I volunteer with, Gawad Kalinga, where we teach women and children sometimes, if they like, basic skills for extra income. So we have pattern making, lace making, we also have haircuts. However, unfortunately, the mentor has passed away. Rest in peace, Sir Rebes Garso, a very great tailor. But I think this was my effort in making my craft something that could help my community. And I thought immediately, this is the platform on which I want to tell their story. These women are amazing. After the pandemic, they came up with a program that gives incentives to the youth for whoever can get their household to convert into using sustainable materials. So today, this workshop currently fashions burlap and fabric sacks, what is used in the restaurants of Bantayan, which is an area that is like highly touristic because we are wilderness protected area. We have beaches, we have natural resources, and so they come, and that really did so much for our tourism industry. But now we have another problem, right? Our solid waste disposal. And so this workshop is a problem to address how to reuse and upcycle those fabrics. And I think that Universal Woman, sorry, I'm talking on and on and on, but this is what happens when you ask me about my advocacy, guys. You know, Joe. But really, this is an excellent platform to tell their stories. And I also want to bring into Universal Women the work that I've done with Impact Circle. Impact Circle is actually a private Japanese organization that I encountered after the Rapido death in my hometown in Cebu City. I'm sure you probably have heard of this typhoon and its international name, but what it did basically was all of our fishermen lost their boats, completely gone. And our livelihood, a huge percentage of the Philippines thrives off of the ocean. What Impact Circle did is that it reached out to communities, particularly in the island of Olongapo in coordination with Mayor Aho Chan. And they subsidized the rebuilding of 150 fishing boats, which they then distributed to the communities. And by community, I mean everyone who was qualified and registered in the Bureau of Fisheries. I think that is a project that is accessible, sustainable, doable, and concrete. And it ticks all the boxes for me. Something that truly deserves exposure. So I think that together with Impact Circle and Gao Kalinga, they're amazing. It's just amazing. Why I'm telling you the stories, because learning the stories of these women is what gave me the idea, maybe it's time to come back. Maybe this is the time that I am ready. Because now I fully understand that it is not about me. It is about the communities that I come from, the communities I represent, and the values that I want to see in the world that we are building in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much and congratulations in advance to you.
Thank you. Short story will be on my Instagram. Thanks.